Today, we will discuss the advisability and application of a post-nuptial agreement in the context of business asset protection. My name is Chad Cummings, and I am an attorney and certified public accountant serving clients in matters of business, tax, and commercial law throughout the states of Florida and Texas. I am Chief Executive Officer of the firm Cummings and Cummings Law. I also teach business law at Florida Gulf Coast University and hold 4 degrees, including 2 law degrees, as well as a variety of tax, financial, and accounting credentials, which I apply for the benefit of my clients in my law practice. Our firm website is www.cummings.law, not .com, but .law. A post-nuptial agreement is a legal document executed after marriage to address the division of assets and financial responsibilities in the event of a subsequent divorce or separation. It serves as a vital tool for business asset protection, helping to ensure the interests of both parties. While some may perceive it as a simple contract, the complexities involved in drafting a post-nuptial agreement require the expertise of an attorney and often a CPA. Many individuals mistakenly assume that a post-nuptial agreement is only necessary for those individuals with significant wealth. However, any couple with business interests should consider the application of a post-nuptial agreement, especially if they do not have a prenuptial agreement. A postnuptial agreement can provide clarity and security, thereby reducing the potential for costly and time-consuming disputes and the resultant financial loss that could accompany a separation or divorce in the absence of a pre- or postnuptial agreement. By clearly delineating the treatment of business assets, couples can prevent misunderstandings and protect their investments. Before drafting a post-nuptial agreement, it is essential to identify the business assets that require protection. This includes not only tangible assets such as property and equipment, but also intangible assets such as intellectual property and goodwill. A comprehensive inventory of these assets will provide a clear picture of what needs to be addressed and included in a post-nuptial agreement. Another common misconception is that only large businesses need protection. In reality, even small business owners can benefit from a post-nuptial agreement. By safeguarding business assets, couples can ensure that their entrepreneurial efforts are not jeopardized by interpersonal disputes. An attorney and CPA working in harmony can assist in accurately identifying and valuing these assets, thereby ensuring that nothing is overlooked. The legal framework of a post-nuptial agreement is influenced by state laws, which can vary significantly. Understanding these laws is crucial to ensure that the agreement is enforceable. An attorney can provide invaluable guidance in navigating these legal intricacies, ensuring compliance with state-specific requirements. Couples often underestimate the complexity of legal statutes governing post-nuptial agreements. Without professional assistance, they risk creating an agreement that may be deemed invalid by the courts. By consulting with an attorney, couples can ensure that their agreement is legally sound and tailored to their specific needs. When drafting a post-nuptial agreement, several key provisions must be included to ensure comprehensive protection. These include, among others, the definition of separate and marital property, the division of business assets, and provisions for debt responsibility. Each provision must be clearly articulated to avoid ambiguity and the potential for future disputes. One common mistake is the omission of future business growth considerations. An attorney can anticipate potential changes in business value and structure and include appropriate provisions to proactively address these changes. By doing so, couples can avoid future conflicts and ensure that their agreement remains relevant over time. The tax implications of a post-nuptial agreement are often overlooked, yet they play a critical role in the overall financial landscape of the agreement. Business asset transfers and divisions can have significant tax consequences impacting both parties. An attorney working together with a CPA can provide expert advice on minimizing tax liabilities and in ensuring compliance with tax laws. Failure to consider tax implications can lead to unintended financial burdens. By addressing these issues during the drafting process, couples can avoid costly mistakes and ensure that the agreement is both financially and legally sound. Professional guidance is indispensable in navigating the complex tax landscape associated with business asset protection. Full disclosure of assets and liabilities is a fundamental and unavoidable requirement for a valid postnuptial agreement. Both parties must be fully informed of each other's financial situation to ensure that the agreement is fair and equitable. An attorney can facilitate this process, ensuring that all necessary information is disclosed and properly documented. And along those same lines, informed consent is equally important. Each party must understand the terms of the agreement and the implications for signing it. Misunderstandings or lack of knowledge can lead to challenges in court, and by working with an attorney, couples can further solidify the validity of the agreement on the basis of a transparent and candid process. Of course, legal representation is absolutely essential. A postnuptial agreement is not a static document. It should be reviewed and updated regularly to reflect changes in circumstances. This includes changes in business value, financial status, and personal and practical considerations. An attorney can assist in reviewing the agreement periodically, assisting to ensure that it remains relevant and enforceable. Many couples neglect to update their agreements, leading to outdated provisions that no longer serve their interests. By maintaining an ongoing relationship with an experienced attorney, couples can ensure that their agreement evolves with their needs, providing continuous protection for their business assets. The complexity of drafting a post-nuptial agreement for business asset protection cannot be overstated. While it may seem intuitive and straightforward, the legal, financial, tax, and practical considerations involved require the expertise of an experienced professional. These professionals can provide the necessary guidance to ensure that the agreement is comprehensive, enforceable, and tailored to the couple's unique circumstances. Attempting to draft a post-nuptial agreement without professional assistance is fraught with many risks. Couples may inadvertently create an agreement that is invalid or fails to protect their interests. One more point I'd like to make, and this is often overlooked, is that both spouses must be independently represented by separate legal counsel. To put that in layman's speak, one attorney cannot represent both spouses. Not only is that a discreditable offense and against state bar rules, but very likely, actually almost certainly, the agreement would be held invalid and unenforceable were it to be subsequently challenged in a court proceeding. Having said that, again, my name is Chad Cummings of Cummings and Cummings Law. It was a pleasure sharing this information on post-nuptial agreements with you today. If you have any questions regarding this or any of the other topics covered in my earlier videos, please feel free to visit my firm website at www.cummings.law, again, not .com, but .law, to schedule a telephone consultation. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to the opportunity to speak with and perhaps even work with you very soon.